So, we left off yesterday. I may not release this video today, but we left off yesterday with gluing up the new modified palm swell with some of the black cherry that my friend gave me, and it has been sitting and drying overnight. So today I'm going to take the clamps off and we're going to see what happened with it. Here it is. It looks just the same as how we left it. My bench is a little messy at the moment, so excuse the mess. Alright, let's get it out of here. I checked on it yesterday evening, and some of the glue had run down the handle, and it actually glued up to my vise. So that was pretty funny. I kind of had to unwedge it, or break it apart. I see. Okay. There we go. That's perfect. I'll scoot you guys out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Wrong way. These tiny little clamps are really great for small woodworking projects, so it's definitely always handy to have some. And then these wood clamps are really nice if you are gluing wood, or if you're trying to hold wood and you don't have like leather paddings or something. But I didn't need to worry about it with the metal foot right here, only because I'm going to end up taking off most of this material, so it didn't really matter. Okay, let's check this thing out. It's looking good. It's looking really good. So, it looks actually quite ugly, to be honest, right now. But we're gonna shape it up. I got a little bit of glue run down here, but that's all right. It's gonna come out either with the sandpaper or with the spoke shave. I'm excited to shape this down. Okay. Let's see. To be honest, I think the best tool for the job for this right now is going to be something like this, like a real heavy rasp, or I think I went into this in an earlier video, but I've got a few different wood rasps. This one's a little finer than this, and this one's a little finer than this. But I just want to be careful initially, because I don't know how this is gonna cut, because black cherry is very dense, very hard. I think I'm gonna use this first, and I probably won't be talking all that much while I'm doing this, because I just really want to focus and make sure I'm not gonna screw it up. I think I want to go a little heavier. Possibly even use this. starting to see some of that wicked grain. That's cool. You'll see that? Try and get that. Yeah. That's gonna light up and it's gonna look like this beautiful burgundy fire color once I put the oil on. And so what I'm thinking, because the handle is such a pale color, it's just not very cool. I'm probably gonna do a burn on the upper part of the handle and then just leave this bare and put oil on it. And I use a ye old jar of boiled linseed oil, and that stuff works great. That's what most traditional loggers have been using for, I don't know, more than 100 years. It works great. Getting pretty close here to the actual profile shape of the handle. So I'm gonna stop on this part with this rasp, and I'm probably gonna move over to the other side. Alright. Well, it's feeling pretty cool. That's looking cool, you know? It's looking way cool. That's gonna be awesome. I hope y'all are enjoying this as much as I am, because this is a bunch of fun. It's hot. I don't like that part. But the axe work is fun. Okay. So I don't think I want to remove any more from this side. So I'm going to work on the other side just to make sure I don't, screw anything up. I just want I moved on to the spoke shape because I wanted to see what it would look like after I had done part of that process. And I also wanted to take the glue drippage off because it wasn't very comfortable when I was holding it. So I just took a little bit of that off, and now I'm just kind of working at it, trying to get some of this gunk, some of this stuff off. But you know what? This went on seamlessly. It is so pretty. Like, my gosh, it's so nice. Wow. Look at that grain, huh? Boy, that's pretty. That turned out way better than I was expecting, to be honest. Alright. Alright, oh man, I'm so happy with that. See, this is one of the greatest parts of doing this kind of work, you know? It's kind of hard the whole time. It's a little taxing on the hands. If you're really going at it, you got a lot of wood to move. But then you just have things like that happen, and it's looks so amazing and it's so beautiful, and you just can't believe it happened. Yeah, boy, that's mean right there. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the other side because I'm all excited now. All right. So I'm going down the grain a little bit. Kind of forgot about that. So I'm just gonna have to go up the grain this way, and then work on the palm swell going down, which is no biggie. It's just, you know. Boy, that's pretty too. Wow. Truly amazing. Boy, cherry wood is just so beautiful too, you know? Just that beautiful, beautiful deep red color. I could just look at it for hours. Alright. This one's a little bit shorter, which is alright, but, you know, it's just a process of feeling. Oh man, that is exactly what I was going for. Boy, guys, I gotta tell you, it's mean. Oh man. That's so nice. Okay. So, you know what? I don't know if I want to cut it off because I kind of like that extra length, so I'm probably just going to round it over. Just like it is right here. But I'm probably just going to, make it a little nicer. So, how long are we recording? Only 6 minutes. Alright, that's great. Keeping it in the time. I might do the rasp, actually. A little 4-on-1 right here. Only because go with this one. I just want to, I'm hogging off a lot of material at the moment, so, but I just want to be careful, because I made it look all nice and pretty, but there's just a little bit too much here. The sandpaper is going to clean up most of that unevenness there. I am loving that. Okay. gonna move on to the other side here. Boy, it's so cool. First time I did it, and it worked on the first time. How nice is that? Boy, that's nice. Okay, well, I don't want to touch it too much more because I'm gonna be having to hit the palm this end here with a hammer to actually hang the head on there. So I don't want to get too nice and then totally screw it up. But just shearing off a little bit of the extra here, so I can hit it and nothing pops off or breaks. So that's, man, I can't get over this. Look at how pretty that green is. Man, it's so cool. It's beautiful. That's so cool. So nice. Alright. So, I think what we're going to do next is we're going to actually start the process of hanging the axe. Hey there.
Hey. It's hot out there.
Yeah. I can imagine.
About to go medieval on someone?
Yeah, just about. I was just kind of test fitting that. Something that I thought was really quite interesting about this is the correct way for it to fit on, because this side is thinner than this side is, and because we talked about expansion and whatnot, but these top sides scoop up quite a bit more than the bottom does, so I thought that was interesting. It kind of looks almost reversed in a certain way, but we're just going to go ahead and go with it, because if we don't hang it the right way, it won't stay on. So we just got it on there initially, and then once it's just seated a little bit, I'm going to turn it upside down and take some kind of other tool, and I'm going to hit the bottom of the handle to drive it on, and that's why it's called hanging an axe. It's because it's upside down. You're hanging the axe head. That was it.
That was cool. That was weird. You just tapped it and it just went further on even though it was hanging off.
Yeah, it's because the wood is moving faster than the steel.
Oh.
But if you were to have it, sitting here and you tried to bang it on, it could go uneven and it may not seat properly.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's upside down, it's going to seat exactly how you have the handle oriented.
Okay.
Boy, that's pretty mean, huh?
Pretty for sure.
Yeah.
Mean. Yeah, I'm afraid of that.
Bottom side pretty, top side mean. Alright. So now I'm gonna take the handle back off to do some micro adjustment. Micromanagement, and then there's micro adjustment. Micro adjustment is good. Alright, and then y'all saw this this tool before, just my little wedge that I use to get the handle out. I normally have a not a a hammer, so it's a little less barbaric, but should do the trick. Yep, it's moving. So far what it's looking like is the only thing that's actually gripping the axe head are those rails, which is interesting. That's not a bad thing, but I might shave it down just a tiny bit because I want those to stay like on there, but I also want it to seat down here on the shoulders. Just a teeny bit. I don't want to thin it out too much because then when we do go to expand the wood, there's just going to be too much gap, so it won't seat properly. Alright, let's try that. Let's drive it on there. Front. And then view.
Yeah.
That was it. Did you hear how that sound changed?
Yeah.
Ooh. Alright. Maybe y'all can't. Yeah, okay, there you right there. See how it's seating right here on this shoulder? That's what we're looking for all the way across. And I can see it starting to happen a little bit on this side. Right there on the shoulders. But this thing is looking mean already. I mean, it's seated so well on there, I might just, clean it up a bit on those edges and then just go ahead and drive a wedge in there. Oh, it's brutal. It's cool. Last thing I have to show y'all is you gotta make sure that as you're seating the axe head, the edge is in line, the blade is in line going straight down the handle. So the most common thing that I see, I'm going to try and get this centered, sorry, is that the edge will be turned this way and the handle will be going straight. Or sometimes the handle is a little warped, which is okay, but you're going to want to try and get it as in line as possible. Just so it's, comfortable. Like I said, it's miserable working with a tool that is not well adjusted. Or people. Yes.
Maybe that's why we call them tools.
yeah, actually that might be. I know a few tools. Alright, I'm going to drive it out of here again. Clean up those edges. I'm going to make another cut, and another wedge cut, and I'm going to show you all that. There it goes. This is my favorite part. It's the whole hanging process. Actually getting it. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do next. Move y'all right here. Now, this part you gotta be really careful with. Otherwise, you're gonna really mess it up very quickly. So I'm taking this is the very fine side of my 4-in-1 rasp, and I'm taking it on the shoulder sides here. And that's gonna. I'm not removing material for it to seat better. I'm just removing material so that it's a little flush, a little more flush. And plus, that's an indication that these cheeks aren't very in line with the metal. So see, I'm trying to keep where it's seated. Trying to keep it down. Move the file marks from the coarser stuff.